Hello, my fellow dwarves, Rodamont here. Thank you for tuning in to Dwarf Fortress Taming the Wilds, Episode 24. There Might Be Giants. Alright, I do have the axe killers in armor, so let's suspend the burrow. But I'm going to assign everyone to the burrow when it's not suspended. Oh, hey, we have a giant coming in. That's a bad time to unsuspend the burrow. So re-unsuspend the burrow. And it is Tira, whatever you are. A 336-year-old giant. Alright, so what I'm going to do for my sanity is just a backup save. Just in case I handle this wrong. There's an opportunity to save scum if I need it. And that was funny. The literally the moment I suspend the burrow, it's like, oh, but you shouldn't have. So I'm going to do a very quick look to make sure that everybody's actually inside the burrow. I have it unsuspended. There was a child out here. Given the time it takes for the child to get inside the bridge, I think it's pretty safe to pull the bridge lever in a second. The outside bridge lever. Let me zoom out. I don't see any other dwarves on the other side of it. So let's pull that, the drawbridge leather. Which would be this one. And I'm planning on fighting this. So I'm going to draft my dwarves into this position. And then I'm going to tell my iron dwarves to get ready. And also to draft to this position. So basically, I'm just preparing my military before this giant gets to me. And he is currently here. Marching around. Oh, and there's an axeman trying to steal from me at the same time. So the fact that my military is getting in position is perfect. And the axeman is here, heading towards that drawbridge, which has been pulled. So good luck, dude. I don't think you're getting here, is all I'm going to say. Actually, let's unpull the drawbridge because my military is already in position. But that just shows how quick it is to pull these bridges. Because I have them in the Great Hall in a very common place where people congregate and move around, it's very easy for me to quickly pull those, rather than to position the bridges in some sort of obscure corner, or the levers rather, in some obscure corner, and it takes a lot longer for me to react. I'm curious if the giant's going to smush that dude for me. So where'd the giant go? There you are. I think you're killing a panda? Yep, you just super smushed the panda. Did you even get damaged? Probably not, right? Now, at the moment, I don't have any marks dwarves. Which means if I'm going to be fighting this dude, it's going to be mano a mano with axes, which I'm okay with. The other thing I wanted to do, and I know I'm getting distracted, is all of these new immigrants have a bunch of animals, and I want to pasture them up. So there they go. Alright, taking a look at my iron dwarves. They are putting full sets of equipment on, and then my axe killers are missing some gloves, but, like, that's not a big deal. Where are you going? The hell are you doing? You're gathering plants from beyond the walls? How? You are zone restricted. Okay, well, my military is now going to be stationed here. Because I have a axe cutter who thinks that burrowing doesn't mean anything. Dudok Dusimcol. I'm going to double check that he is in the burrow order. But every citizen is in the burrow order, so I don't see how he wouldn't be. And this is what I mean by, like, you tell them to burrow and they're kind of like, yeah, but I don't want to. And they're dumb and get themselves killed as a result. Well, I have all citizens and all soldiers, so yeah, he's in the burrow. But not. All right, come on, axe killers. Yeah, here we go. So there's the axe killers coming out, and then the iron dwarves should be on their way too. Yep, one of them is moving out now. That's Icelandic Maniac, and then where are the others? Zach Dyer doesn't look clothed, and then Polar Bear is working on it. Oh, here's the giant. It's going to be a throwdown, so let's order kill. One axe dwarf died. It was Megahoof, but the giant is dead. And Icelandic Maniac just arrived without an axe. So, living up to that whole maniac. Taking a look at the actual fight logs. The giantess was mostly attacking the captain, actually, at the end. What killed Megahoof? I'm sure it was the giant, obviously, because he was the only one in the fight. But it was a scratch to the neck that, like, ripped his neck off. Ow. Well, we do have that unwelcomed sneak thief wherever they are, so let's kill him while we're at... Oh, no, he left. They're just wolves and a panda. So, axe killers, you're going to require a third member. My cook is going to be your third member. And then you guys are going to continue training, and the Iron Dwarves are going to go back to off-duty. So this giant was a 13,000 kilogram individual. She. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't think... Yeah, I never slabbed that child. That sounds like a weird verb. Furniture, slab, memorial. So then this is going to be Megahoof's. I'm guessing Megahoof's name is Ushat. No, Ushat is someone different. The heck? Ushat's the dude that, like, was the child killer. No, you don't get buried there. Screw you, dude. Or maybe Megahoof's name was Ushat, and there was just two Ushats. Could be a common name, right? Let me check that. What's that, half the rhino? Yeah, it is about half the rhino. No, Megahoof's name was Gethromrek. So where are you in this list? Oh, I think maybe because of the burrow. I'm not really sure why you aren't popping up. Oh, no. There you are. I think you just got placed in one of these automatically. Yep, there. This one. So let's create a slab for you. Your epic deeds. Dying fighting a 13,000 kilogram monster is pretty epic. There. It gets quite a long list of nonsense. if you ask me, when you're trying to engrave slabs and you have a lot of people that died. But yeah, our first giant kill. That's not bad. Only one dead. Could be a lot worse. And our defenses totally worked. Epic enough to name a rhino after them? Absolutely. Megahoof, the giant war rhino. Sounds about right to me. Wait, you disappeared. Oh. Because you're stacking with a horse. You somehow hide behind a horse. Yeah, dying to a kaiju. How big do you think Attack on Titan, those Titans were? They're about 13,000, right? You know? He just killed his own Titan. Megahoof, the Aaron boy. Something, I don't know. Take that back. Alright, how's our guild hall? Oh, there we go. There we go. Finally. Dig in the guild hall. So the library is just requiring some bookcases, I think. So there's 2 for now, and more will be added. It also requires writing material, but like none has been hauled yet, but it's queued to. In terms of scholars, this trapper is going to be my scholar, and then scribe will be this planter. And I'm going to do all visitors welcome in the Hall of Learning. Depends on the Titan, that's true. I meant the standard Titans, not like the special 3 or 4 or whatever. Yeah. Definitely depends on the Titan. Some Titans were a little bit bigger than the others. Okay, we have a Werebeast chieftain somewhere. The hell? You're like a moon? You barely have corporeal form. Unfortunately for me, I'm not sure who's going to be able to survive this. So I'm pulling the pasture bridge and the brook bridge immediately, and then figuring out who can be rescued. So this is the Werebeast. And it looks like this Deggle farmer or whatever, this herbalist, is going to bite it. Same with the Thickod peasant over here. I don't see that they're going to be able to live. So the bridge is pulled. And we have the farmer bleeding. And dead. Yep. Found dead. Who is outside still? So the one issue that we have, design-wise, which we could remedy at some point, is we have only 1 point of entry, which is usually a strength. What we could do is we could have a sky bridge that we build in the case that someone gets stranded outside as a fallback point. So these guys here, Cathanon and Moldrath, are definitely stuck at the moment with no way in. So one of the things that I could try, and I'm going to save, is back up Werebeast, is to rally my military to try to kill the Werebeast, to rescue those that are outside. The other thing that we could do is we could just wait and try to have Cathanon and Moldrath, or whoever else is in the crosshairs of this Werebeast, just wait until the end of the night. Because Werebeasts will return to their humanoid form at the end of the full moon. Oh! Or I could crash to desktop. That is, that's another possibility. Well, at least I saved, right? I've had some saves recently. So you can see, I think, why I was keeping my population below 50 while I built up my my defenses, right? Because as soon I feel anecdotally, and maybe there's something in the code to this effect, but I feel like when your population is below 50, things are a little smoother and slower. And then as soon as you hit like that 50 mark and you become a village, which we're now a village, it ramps up hard and fast. So here's the Werebeast. So let's try to rally our military. I'm going to have both be ready and stationed here. I feel bad for Rygoth. And actually, let's name Rygoth and Lockdom. So there's a raffle. There's a raffle up there. Raffle timer's up for those two new people. Because they don't have names yet. That Werebeast just go in the water? Yeah, it's swimming around. And it's chasing Dolmas, this thresher here. I would not want to be that thresher. Because they're about to get eaten. And killed. My military is moving into position. This fishery worker, I might be able to save. So I'm going to pull the Brook Bridge. And pull the Pasture Bridge. Because I have military en route to those locations. Plus I've saved. So the Thresher has been found dead. Yes, I know. Oh, and he's back to human again. So Abuth, the chieftain, is now humanoid. And I have people to bury. But he doesn't pose a threat. He doesn't pose a threat at the moment, but I'm going to rename him the Werebeast. He's going to wander off. Okie dokie. Dwarves. The axe killers, I'm going to have stand down and go off duty, because they've been on duty for a while. So 2 deaths to a Werebeast isn't terrible. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to them in time. But the Werebeast was found, like, 50 paces from the bridge and still didn't make it inside. So I would say defenses did work. They could be finely tuned, but they did work pretty well. Oh, yeah, you don't have to station. So quit stationing and train. Right, buddy? Yeah. So that worked fairly well. People are getting much, much happier. Look at this. 3, 12, 13, 14 versus 6, 3, and 4. It's the right direction. So we got some more slabs to engrave, unfortunately. This happens when you have a lot of people trying to eat you. Oh, because I crashed a desktop, I have to keep building placement. I'm just prepping some additional tombs. Any new temples? There's one new one. I don't have any beyond these. I could take a look to see if there's a desire for additional temples, but I'm still working on the dungeon and the guild hall. So even if people wanted one, I don't think I would accommodate their request. So the first pass at the guild hall is just going to be a smooth room. Boring, but hopefully it fulfills their needs. Make ballista parts. Quit it! I don't want ballistas. Quit making me make ballista parts over and over and over. Note to self, sell these ballista parts at some point, because now I have like 10 of them. It's getting silly. The Countess just wants more guns. I want more guns, she screams. And I'm like, I don't have need for them. We have walls and tunnels and drawbridges. And she's like, more gun. She's crazy. All that royal treatment went to her head. So, Degel, Loggle, Sloggle, and Ushat. I swear, Ushat is not one of ours, but whatever. I'll just let them in turn there. So let's go... memorialize. So Degel, that's yours. And Ushat, that's yours. The additional combatants, Cthulhu Tentacles. So that would be my other axe dwarves. Where'd they go? That's... I forget their names. Locum, Tossed, and Regoth Kill. Okay. I need to mark them down as proper. So you are one of them. And then the next one, Dastardly Dave. Where is he? Maybe I'm really bad at remembering names. Locum. Oh, are you not? Okay. Let me sort by name. Alphabetize. That would help. Oh, you already are the... Okay, yep. Good. They got their names. Death blows, remove names. Yeah, I think that's what's been going on. Hey, we have some books. But I can always just rename them or whatever. Diplomacy. That was fake. It's a fun little bug, yeah. Your definition of fun is not mine. The other thing I haven't done is the new people, I don't think have bedrooms. The newest set of migrants. And you know, they might like them. Oh, we have a new Mistum. Last Mistum was expelled because he was terminally ill and it couldn't save him. Okay, so we have 2 spare bedrooms, I think. Nope, bedroom 17 is also empty. 3 is empty. 47, 48. So 4 spare bedrooms. Because of some of the death that we had. Looks like we haven't actually buried our dead yet. Well, we'll get around to it, I'm sure. If I suspend the... If I suspend the burrow, because that way we get actually out here. So it was my fault that we hadn't buried them. So I would say the library is done. We have a little bit of writing material in here. We have a scribe, we have a scholar, and we had a book. I think someone checked it out. Nope, we have a book, Meaning of the Flask. It's a 101-page manual entitled Meaning of the Flask about the construction and use of flasks, which is a perfect first book for our tavern. So the Constructor Library is now technically done. So I'm going to work on a guild hall, build a guild hall and a dungeon, and that will be the last thing I do this stream. So the mining priority for this here is going to be set to 7s, because we already have excavated where the guild hall is going to be, so I don't really care about setting up future guild halls. And that way we can work on the dungeon. The thing I need to do for the dungeon is to make some cages. And let's get that going. So, trap components, copper... No, not trap components. Other objects? Copper cage? No, maybe it's furniture. I always forget. It always confuses me. Yeah, furniture, copper cage. How many cages do we want? At least 5? Okay, I'll do 6. I'm just using copper because it's not a good war material, so we can make it into cages. Whereas like iron and steel, obviously, is better suited for arms and armor. So there's the mini little dungeon. I hope that Deathblow removing names bug fixes. Maybe at that point it's not worth naming my soldiers because they will just constantly clear their own names. This reminds me of one of the questions that I had, my thoughts between this and RimWorld, and I said that the constant bugs of the game make it very difficult for new players to play because you have to be aware of all of the bugs. Wasn't Ushat the child killer? I think so. No, he was a spear. No, he was the child killer. Why are we trying to bury him? Where is his corpse? Because I want to dump his corpse somewhere. I don't know how to find a corpse easily. Oh, I guess I do. Where is Ushat's corpse? Because I want to dump it. Also, what can I do with a giant's corpse? Can you butcher them? I know you can butcher certain, like, beasts and turn them into trophies, but I don't know about giants. So, that's, I guess, a question for chat. I'm going to dump every corpse here. Except for Megahoof, Daggle. Were you one of mine? Damas Thob Tower? Oh, yeah, you were one of mine. You? Were you one of mine? No, you're a human. I don't know what kill. Oh, the giant kill. Was this the dude trying to steal from me, and the giant just murked him? I don't know who this dude is. All I know is he died. Renal, spatter with human blood, and the willful giant. So the giant killed whoever this is. I don't even know who they are. So, that's a dump. Red Panda, and then Othri. Is this one of mine? No, this is someone that, this is a human that died. Who we purposely dumped. Why does it keep putting the... Oh, there's a snatcher. There's a few goblin thieves trying to steal babies. So, behind the walls is going to be all civilians, no soldiers. Iron dwarves are ready to go. 1, 2, 3... Oh, no, just 2. Kill goblins. And I'm going to confirm that it's just 2 goblins. It is. So the iron dwarves are coming to kill these gobs. Because they're trying to steal children. I don't think I have any children out here. But it wouldn't be a terrible idea to have my children be in the in the burrow at all times, unless I want them snatched. But yeah. There's a child here running from them, coming into the burrow, but my axe dwarf is passing by them, so these goblins are going to get absolutely smushed. One dead. Two dead. And Mouthful here didn't even get touched. Also, just lost their name due to that bug. Okay. Lift. It's too bad that the, that it's not, yeah, whatever. I was going to say, it's too bad it's not easier to just burrow up children, and only children. In the burrow screen, you have the ability to burrow civilians and soldiers, but I wish there was, like, all children as a third option, so you could just be like, oh, they're snatchers, burrow the children. But, no, there isn't. So good job, Mouthful. You just completely murked those two goblin thieves, as someone in decked in steel probably should. I might look at setting up schedules so they never drop their armor. Yeah, at some point I'll bother to go all that route. But I haven't bothered to do that yet. So this here is going to be the guild hall. So this is the Farmers Guild Hall. So this is a new guild hall, or the Farmers Hall. Yep, Guild of the Larks. Guild of Larks. As close as I'm going to be able to get. So the Guild of the Larks has the Farmers Guild Hall, Guild of Larks. And it is going to be a meeting place for only members, only guild members. And I need to make it more valuable for them to move in. So one thing I can do is, and this, unlike temples and whatnot, they don't need anything. It can just be an empty room. But I'm going to put in the silver statue that I had into the guild hall to spruce it up a bit. Ooh, we're hunting a bull moose. I don't see it. Oh, did we hurt it? No. Okay, we're not hunting a bull moose. We're just sort of fecklessly chasing a bull moose with a bow drawn, not shooting anything. Got it. Those two are not the same. Yo, put your books back when you're done. You Neanderthals? Come on. You're leaving them on the floor? So let's see if I have... Yep, I'm starting to get the cages. So once this is all dug up, this is going to become a dungeon, where it's going to have cages and restraints. So rope chains. Let's make some chains too, just for the atmosphere. So what is that? Other objects, copper. Actually, I don't know how to make chains. But a hydrate. Cheers. Looking nice. Might want some more drink. Well, I could do more drink. It's pretty easy to do. All I have to do is go boop and boop. More drink is coming. What? Lychee wood? No. Okay, well, these are the animal cages that I bought. Alright, I need to be specific about the materials, clearly. Chains are cloth or metal? Well, I was trying to make them on the metal. Are they craft dwarf? Well, where do you even craft them? No, because it wouldn't be in there. Trap components, copper. What I'm asking is what sub-menu it is. Furniture, copper, chain. Oh yeah, there it is. It's furniture. See, I wouldn't have occurred to me that chain is a furniture. Because in my world, chains aren't furniture. I don't furnish my house with chains. Well, I'm not a dwarf, so what do I know? Oh, look at that zone. That's a lot of wood. So another thing I want to do is to make sure that I entomb. So Deggle, we need your slab. And then I'm not going to fight the Ushot thing anymore. I'm just going to put a slab down for them. I have no idea why they keeps trying to give me a coffin for someone that I don't think was ever a member. But like I said, I'm just going to allow it. Painting some additional tombs, because I think we have one more person that ended up dying due to that animal attack. And those, the people that died to that Werebeast, died. They didn't get wounded. What ends up happening is if so here's the giant skeleton. Again, I'm not really sure if there's anything to do about that. But if you don't die to a Werebeast and you get bit, you'll turn next full moon. So you should isolate those people so they don't try to eat you. Stick them in a room and wall it up. Something like that. So we're almost done digging out this little dungeon. We have one more chain to make, 2 more cages, and then down to the guild hall. This guild hall is valued at a meeting place. It becomes a guild hall at 2k, so it needs to be nicer. We basically need to engrave it. And we've got another caravan. Hello! One of the huge advantages that this map tile has is because of the shallow brook, even if the trees get ridiculous, there's almost always a path to the base because the brook is a viable 3-wide path that that the trade can take. So it's not perfect. There's still a possibility that wagons can't path, but it's likely that wagons will be able to path. And I'm just channeling out where the makeshift bridges used to be and then hiding the material that gets dropped. Okay, it'll be faster given the quantity for me to hide like this. There's stuff that got dumped in the water that I'm not going to go fish out. Is Tusk here? Yeah, she's underneath my table, though. My desk. Alright, trade caravan. Let's do some trade. Tusk, come here. Ooh. Drop that peanut. There you go. I think my library has a single book. It's a very depressing library. But it will expand as visitors come and as my own people jot down their experiences. We have a lot of expert people in the colony, in this fortress. A lot of legendary craftspeople. So it's only a matter of time until they scribe their experiences for others to read about, to learn. So that's going to be very, very handy. The hell happened to my chains? We made them, and I think we immediately used them or something. Furniture, copper, chain. I don't know what... I don't think I have any... My guess is that they're just in motion to a stockpile. But because I don't think I have any work orders that uses chains, like making wells or anything like that. But this is where the dungeon's going to be once the cages get set up. And then checking in that guild hall. It is 9... Okay, so I think if we engrave this guild hall, it will meet the requirements. So I'm going to set this up as a 2. And I'm going to engrave underneath where the statue is as a 1. And then put the statue back. What's surprising is, despite the fact that like 4 people are deeply upset, we haven't had any tantrums out of them. I feel like I just jinxed myself, but so far so good. And people are, I'm definitely have a tendency that people are getting happier over time. It just takes a while. The Prozac in the water doesn't spread happiness quite as fast as I'd like. So here you are. You're the liaison. And when you come back, bring cow leather. Because that's all I ever ask for. Nope, some crossbowmen running away. There was only one of them. Whoa, he's already like deep into the moat. And then he decided to turn back. He got further than I thought. It's one of the reasons why once I have the population to have a standing army, to basically just stand at the gate and go like, sorry, if you want to come in, you'll have to survive my axe, and you know, then we won't have this children killed the way they have been historically. So that has been annoying. So here is Damas Thobta Tower. Do we have a slate for you? No. It's, I just wanted to mention, it's unnecessary if you have the body to slab. The purposes of a slab is if you lose the body somehow, like, let's say, into molten lava, or magma, so that you don't get haunted. But I just feel like I want to memorialize them anyway, as a nice thing to do, because we're trying to be nice, a little bit. I say that as I work towards a large dungeon. But that's because we also will have laws. And I already have 2 people unpunished for crimes. And a bunch of uninvestigated crimes. One of the things that happened when we became a village is... no, actually, I still have a sheriff. I think once this caravan leaves, I become formally a village. Because they are the liaison from my, my parent civilization. That will allow us to have a captain of the guard, which is someone that doles out justice. Is a oversimplification, but that allows me to investigate crimes and the like. Previously, when you're not a village yet, you have a... Oh, yeah, there it is, captain of the guard. That literally happened the last time I clicked on this. So we can establish a captain of the guard, and they would interview people who commit crimes. So I have 2 cold cases here. I have no open cases, or 2 closed cases, rather. So Datan, the weaponsmith, injured Happy Little Tree, as did Zephon Kubu Zugler, the gem cutter. So you know how she got ganked in her royal quarters? Maybe it was one of them that did it with a crossbow or something. And then we have some cold cases of just like vandalism and disorderly conduct, not a big deal. The fortress guard wants a dungeon with at least 5 cages and chains. I did 7, or no, 8. Then we have our convicts, and then the intelligence from interrogations, which I haven't done yet. So now that the dungeon is done, let's designate it as such. It's a dungeon. There it is. That's the dungeon. And if we open up the justice screen, you can see I have 8 out of the 5 requested. I don't have any guards or anything like that. I don't even have a captain of the guard yet. But we can elect one at some point. Captain of the guard should be someone that believes in, like, you know, not everyone is well suited. So someone that I know off the top of my head that is not well suited to become captain of the guard would be Zach Dyer with his disdains law, right? So you got to make sure that you have someone as captain of the guard that doesn't disdain law, because that's kind of a problem. But that might be for next stream anyway. We're running out of time. All right, come on. Come trade. I just want to finish up the guild hall first. Oh, my lord. Happy. Come trade. There we go. So there are some codices that I could buy. No, I'd rather make my own. Inquires. I'll buy the choir, though. A scroll of surgery. That could be nice. I'll buy it. Buy some knowledge. Become a little learned. Threads. Plump helmets. And leathers. And cloths. What a lot of it. And here's the cow leather I requested, which is dirt cheap, but can be turned into clothing for us. That's all I want to buy. And for selling. I'd like to hold on to the gems, because gems... I mean, I have a ton of them, but they can also be part of strange moods, so it's always useful to have uncut and cut gems to fulfill strange mood needs, because typically they include gems. So I'm just going to sell them more of my porcelain garbage that everyone else seems to eat up happily. Oh, and ruined socks. Why not? You want some socks? All yours, friend. Trade is done. All those plump helmets will be good for the... Oh, another moron deciding to run away. Wow, he's deciding to run away at first sight of the fortress. He just got in line of sight and he's like, you know what? Yep. I see that rhino over the walls. That 40-ton rhino or whatever it is. I'm good. I'll turn around now. And we have officially been made a duchy. Oh, joy. So now you're once again pissed off that your ducal rooms are not good enough. Our dookie leader. I guess I'll just make more silver statues. Throw silver statues at her demands. Seems to work for now. I think eventually the more sustainable solution would be to just make the room bigger, because physical real estate is cheap when you have many levels and elevations in a room. But she's currently demanding for me to make silver statues, so I might as well make 2 silver statues to spruce up the room. Speaking of which, let's get the original silver statue thrown into the guild hall. I'll actually put 2 of them in, just to help to raise the value. So if you're wondering, and I know I'm not going to go into the full detail about the justice, because I don't have the time, but I'm going to set up a little office for our captain of the guard, and I'm just going to make someone the captain of the guard in a minute. So they want, so I keep misclicking, an armor stand and a weapon rack as like decoration in here, which is fine. And then this is a temporary office, obviously. But I'm just going to have this be captain office. I'm going to pick someone who's happy. So, Datan, the weaponsmith. You're impatient with a poor memory. Yeah, no, I don't think you're going to be a good captain of the guard. Something tells me. What about this herbalist? Values decorum, cooperation, disdains friendship. And you're not green. Yeah. Kulet Udesh. You're going to be captain of the guard. I'm just literally going to name you captain of the guard because I'm lazy. So captain of the guard is going to become captain of the guard. And they require a dining room, a study, a weapon rack, and an armor stand. So the dining room is going to be here as well because I'm really, really, really lazy. Yep, like I said, really lazy. So with an office, what that allows them to do is it allows them to do interviews and interrogations for potential crimes. Oh, sorry. You are imprisoned. Why are you imprisoned again? You hurt Happy Little Tree. So you're in prison for 84 more days, and my gem cutter is going to be imprisoned for 85 days. You shouldn't punch the Duke or the Duchess. Because then you get in prison. So there's the gem cutter and the weaponsmith imprisoned for their previous crimes that had gone unpunished for like a year or two. But eventually I got around to, bothering to do the things I needed to do. And now justice is being doled out. So Captain of the Guard is not exactly satisfied with her quarters or dining room, but, I also not exactly care. It's functional. And the way to investigate crimes is like this. So if I go to like a cold case, who injured Shield? Let's interview Shield. What will happen is the captain of the guard will go get Shield, bring Shield into the office and interrogate Shield, and then try to figure out how that disorderly conduct went down. And that's sort of the way oversimplification of the justice system. So you have the open cases, which there's none, some closed cases, because Happy Little Tree is like, hey, Zephon and Datan shot me with a crossbow. Cold cases for disorderly conduct and vandalism, no murders, so nothing big. Who the captain of the guards are, what cases they're assigned, who's been convicted, and then what intelligence you've amassed. Let's check up on that guild hall. It is getting really close with the 2 silver statues. We're at 17 out of 2K. And it's being carved now. The other question is, did the medical research end up in here? Not yet. Oh, no. Here. Is this it? Yep. Choose surgery. There it is. It is a scroll about surgical methods, which is going to be really handy because I don't have well-trained doctors. So that is a really nice shortcut, I guess. And then in the justice system here, interview scheduled. Okay. Still hasn't done it yet, but they get around to it eventually. You'll see them, like, drag them into the office and interview them. And this is not an ideal spot for it because it's like a thoroughfare. But whatever. Doesn't really matter. It's just a makeshift for now. Okay, it is officially a guild hall. The Guild of the Larks, the Farmers Guild, I have fulfilled the requirement for a guild hall. So there's a lot more carving to be done, but this technically being a guild hall, there it is. The guild hall agreement with the Guild of the Larks has been satisfied. That brings me to the end of the stream finally. Thank you for tuning in to Dwarf Fortress Taming the Wilds, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 17th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.